3A Sectional 27, Norwell at Concordia, Heritage at Peru. I want to talk about Norwell at Concordia because I was out at the Mechaniqua game, which they have an awesome field.
Do they?
If it's turf, it's freaking
Really?
It's unbelievable.
Last time I was at Mechaniqua, it was a nightmare because the press box faced the west.
They got a new press box. It's like 2 years old now.
Got it.
And it's, you would think the team from the big city has the nice field, and you're thinking about that Zollner turf, and you're like, wow, Mechaniqua is actually pretty darn nice.
Where's that cash for Zollner?
But Norwell's got the defense. Concordia has an offense where, in the Mechaniqua game, a lot of it was the receivers running free behind defensive backs because I don't know that they see a lot of passing offenses.
Right.
But what can both these teams do to be successful on Friday?
Well, I think Concordia did a good job last week against Mechaniqua in making them work for their yardage, particularly running the ball. Now, they still ran for like 390 yards, so a lot of people will say, well, what are you talking about? They ran for 390. But when that is your lone offensive threat, when you have no ability to go to the air whatsoever and make a team one-dimensional, that can really change games. And then when you can't get defensive stops, it really puts the onus on your offense to score every possession. And I feel that's where we're at with Norwell this week. I think Norwell can get some defensive stops, but can they get enough to offset what I see as an offense that could struggle against Concordia's defense? That's the key for me. I think Norwell needs to create some turnovers. They need to get some short fields and convert them into touchdowns. They can't have very many empty drives in this one because I think Concordia will not score as much as they did maybe last week, but are going to score enough to really force Norwell to try to keep up on the scoreboard.
3A Sectional 26, Mishawaka Marion at West Noble, Jimtown at Tippecanoe Valley. I want to get into the West Noble game real quick because obviously we know what West Noble can do. They played well against John Glenn last week on the road. Not a great trip to start things off with, at least geographically, for us actually covering because we couldn't get there. But when you take a look at Mishawaka Marion, very good football team, playing good football. What can West Noble do? Because this is a game where I think a lot of people are going to pick Mishawaka Marion just based on their statewide presence.
Here's where it gets real for West Noble, plain and simple, right? I mean, you've beaten some good teams in the regular season, but nobody to the quality of Mishawaka Marion. I mean, this is what you run into when you get deeper into the playoffs. And, it just so happens to be the second round of the sectional for West Noble before they run into one of these teams. And you're 10-0. You got a lot of confidence. You're feeling good. But, man, you have a really, really good football team coming in on Friday night. I think this is the first big, for me, okay, West Noble, how good are you? Because NECC, quality programs in there, but we've seen Angola sweep through that conference, right, the last couple of years, and then run into Bishop DeWenger for 2 straight years in regional. And so it's show me time, right? I mean, you're playing a big boy team in 3A Mishawaka Marion. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, this is one of those games where you hope that Angola is good, so it prepares you for a game like this. You hope Fairfield is going to be good. You hope those bigger NECC teams can prepare you for a game like this on Friday night.